From its very existence, the Sun Belt has always had one pretty good team, maybe a second contender, but then 6, 7, 8 really terrible teams. This year, for the first time that I can remember, the Sun Belt has 4 teams that can win 8 or 9 games. That's Arkansas State, Georgia Southern, Appalachian State, Louisiana Lafayette, and maybe up to 7 or 8 teams that can reach bowl eligibility. It really speaks to an increased depth in this conference that it's never seen before. The game of the year is on October 20th, Louisiana Lafayette at Arkansas State. I mean, you can really pick a number of games here. This is at least pitting 2 of the top 4 teams in the conference in my estimation. My breakout player is Matt Breida, Georgia Southern's running back. He's a shifty guy, but you don't really realize how quick he is until he gets into open space. I looked at Georgia Southern's off-season training numbers. I think he's had a 4.35 40, so he can hit between the tackles and also get you for a long play. Don't laugh at this, but the Sun Belt's best chance for a national award is Austin Rico, who happens to be a punter at Idaho. Yeah, okay, so he's got a huge leg, he's got a booming leg, and best of all, Idaho is probably going to punt 1,000 times this year, so don't bet against him winning the Ray Guy Award for the nation's best punter. It's hard to find a future first-round lock in the Sun Belt Conference. Some guys will explode in the offseason, go to the NFL Combine, and make some noise. Here's a guy who's just steady. That's Appalachian State defensive end Ronald Blair. He's a 4-year starter. Last year led the teams in sacks and tackles for loss, top 10 in the Sun Belt in both of those categories. He's just a guy who gets the job done. I think his measurables are good enough that next spring when he starts training for the draft, he could really pop up high on some teams' boards.